to JJ's Homemaker and Lifestyle. It's another cooking vlog this week. We are actually making, I'll just show you this. Now there's 3 of us having dinner and I've only got 4, but they are large chicken breasts. And I want to make 2 meals out of these. So what I'm going to do, in my trusty book, I have my mum's pastry recipe. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a batch of pastry and make a chicken and mushroom pie. And that will be with 2 of the large chicken breasts. And then with the other 2, I'm going to make a Thai red curry. And hopefully it will do the 2 sufficiently for 3 people. So we're going to start by making my mum's pastry. Reason being, it has to chill for 30 minutes in the fridge before you do it, before you actually use it, I mean. So we're going to make my mum's pastry, then I can do whatever I need to do to make the pies and I'll make the pie first, I think, because you have to cook the chicken first. I am going to get my dairy book just to check how they suggest making a chicken and mushroom pie. But I'm quite sure my mum said you cook the chicken first beforehand and then put raw mushrooms in the pie. And that's not going to be left out. I'm going to put that in the freezer so that I can just take that out as and when we want a pie. Now for the pie, this has got, in the cookery book, it's got making a white sauce and you add double cream. I don't have any double cream. I could just do it with the milk, but I think what I'm going to do, because I've got one of those, Campbell's mushroom soup, which are really thick, it's condensed soup. So I'm going to put that in, because the last time I made one it was really nice. But you do have to bear in mind these do have a lot of salt in. In fact, we saw a programme on them the other day and they do contain quite a lot of salt. But I just won't add salt to it at all. Any salt will be in this. So I won't need to do that, add any salt, just the pepper to season. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So I am going to chop the chicken up, fry it off, maybe with a little bit of red onion maybe, and then add the mushrooms and pop it in the pie, or let it cool down, and then that will be it. But I'm making the pastry first, aren't I? That's what I was going to do. Got a little bit distracted there. So I just wanted the recipe really for the chicken, for the actual pie filling. And I need, right, mix with fingers, so I need my gloves, because I don't like getting my fingers dirty. So I wear disposable gloves when doing things like this. There we go. So we want a pound of self-raising flour and marge. So what I'm going to do, I think, is weigh it straight into here. Now, Mum gave me some Trex, because apparently you can only get it from Morrison's, of which I don't really go there. So Mum swears by using, where's the recipe? A pound of self-raising flour, which I was quite surprised using self-raising flour in pastry. But she said it has to be self-raising flour, and she does make very nice pastry. Half a teaspoon of salt, which I will use in the pastry. 4 ounces of flour or any marge, and 2 ounces of Trex. If you can't get Trex, or you don't want to use it for any reason, don't worry, it's absolutely fine. As long as you use 6 ounces of fat of some kind, whether it be marge or butter, that's fine. And then a little water just to bind it together. So we're just going to weigh the flour out, and we need 1 pound self-raising flour. There we go. That's 1 pound of flour. Then we open this. So that's the Trex. All it is, what is it? I think it's just vegetable. You know, palm oil and rapeseed oil. You're not really supposed to use palm oil, are you? It's only a small amount, but even so. Well, I've got it now, so I will use it. So, we need 2 ounces of that. It's not a lot. 0. 2 ounces. That's 2 ounces of that. And then 4 ounces. Might use 1 ounce butter. And then the rest marge. There we go. So that is the 6 ounce of marge, and then a little tiny bit of salt. I'm just going to have a pinch. So I would say that's about half a teaspoon. I don't want much salt in, because like I say, the soup is very salty. So now you just mix it together until it's like breadcrumbs. So I'm just going to combine the fat first. Then when it's combined a little bit, you lift it to aerate it. She says that's quite important. You must aerate it. So you lift as you mix. There, I think that's it. And then you just add enough water until it's binding but not wet. So this is the water, just normal water, and again you want it binded together, not wet. Maybe a little bit more water. There we go. There, I think that's enough water. So that is the pastry. I'm not going to overwork it. I'm going to leave it like that, and then I'm going to wrap it in some cling film and let it rest for half an hour. There we go. So that's the pastry, and that's going in the fridge. Now it's a good job it is self-raising flour, because that's all I've got. So now I need a chopping board. And this is the board I use for raw meat. They're only small, so I'm going to use 3, because they are only very small. Okay.
Butter.
You have bread and butter.
I know. Spoon. Where's the spoon? Right, there's have to be bread and butter. Proper bread and butter. Right.
You got to work.
I'll have to. See you later. Well, I'll have them with a can of Coke.
Have what? Oh, yeah, right. So there's some mushrooms and onion there. I need a little bit of butter to fry these in first. I'm going to put the onions and the mushrooms in here, just to fry off a little bit. In the butter and a little bit of oil, and then when they're fried off a little bit, I can take those out and then put the diced chicken in. I don't like touching raw meat, as you know. In fact, I might chop it all up even for the curry, and then it's done then. And just give the mushrooms a little stir. Don't want to give them too long. Right then, this is all the pie. I'm going to put that in this bowl here. I'm out out again tomorrow with birthday girls. So I'm wondering if what I'll probably do is the chicken pie for tonight, and then they can have the Thai curry tomorrow. Right in a day. Now the mushrooms will be done, so I'm going to turn them off now. There we go. There. And that is everything. So that's for the Thai curry. That is for the chicken pie tonight. Put this over there near the sink. Now that's done, so I'm going to just pop that in here until I need it again. And now there's enough oil in here to do the chicken, and I can cook the chicken now in this. There we go. There's plenty of chicken there for the three of us, because in a pie, if you include the mushrooms and the sauce, it's going to go in, because it's only going to be a small pie because we're going to have vegetables and things with it as well. So there is plenty there. And now I'm just going to stir these in. The mushrooms and the onions. And the soup. There we go. That's quite thick. You won't need any. But you won't need any water or anything to it, because that's a mistake I made last time. And then the pie was too warm. So I'll just give it a mix with this. This will be spot on. And that is a lovely chicken pie filling. Once the pastry's rolled out, and that will go in the pie, and that is lovely. Look at that, really easy. So that just needs to cool down now. Put that in the bin. So this is the ingredients prepared for the Thai curry, and I've also got some red curry paste, and my sister-in-law got me that actually. She's from Thailand, and she got me that for Christmas, along with a green one as well, and some other ones. I gave a couple to Kyle because I wouldn't have used all of them, but that's what we're using tonight, with coconut milk. And that will be absolutely lovely, but I won't get to taste that because I think I'm going to do that for them tomorrow, unless I decide to do something different. The pie I really wanted to do for the freezer, but I'm not 100% sure yet. Not sure. We might have this, don't know. But anyway, the pastry is ready to roll out. This pie is ready to finish. So let's get cracking and do this pie. I'm just oiling this. I just hope it's big enough. Hope that's big enough for a pie for three of us. It's not as deep as my mum did. I do have a deeper one, but they're not quite like that. They're more upright. Let me show you. More like that, which probably is not brilliant. That might be better because it's about the same size as this one, but it's deeper, a lot deeper. So I think that might be better. Now it's time for the Thai curry. As I said, I've done the pie and I am really pleased with that. Thai curry now. I've got the chicken, quartered mushrooms there, some chopped butternut squash, 2 small red onions, and then I've got my curry paste, coconut milk there, and now I just need some chopped garlic and a little bit of ginger, fresh ginger. It's supposed to have lime juice in, but I'm not going to put lime juice in because I haven't got any. But I think it'll be absolutely fine without. And also need a little bit of sugar. So I'm going to use some of that palm sugar, which I will just cut off now. A teaspoon of sugar, so we don't need a lot. You know, it's really hard to cut palm sugar. Really is rock hard. 1 teaspoon of sugar, so this will be fine. So that's the palm sugar, and that can go away now. Pop the garlic, the ginger. So I've got a little grater here. You can freeze your ginger. If you don't use it very often, you just put it in like that, just whole. And then when you want some, you get a little grater and you just grate what you need. I need about a teaspoon. So that is plenty there. It's about a teaspoon there, just over actually, but that's fine. I've also got some turmeric. So if you want turmeric, you can grate that in from frozen as well. It's really good, really handy to have, and it's nice to have the real thing. You just pop it back in the freezer. So that is that. I just need to crush my garlic, like so. There we go, and what's left I'll just take out and that'll be fine as it is. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a couple of tablespoons of that in the pan. Just let it fry off for a little bit till you start smelling the fragrance. Then I will stir in the chicken, cook that for a few minutes, and then I will add the butternut squash, the mushrooms, the onion and the palm sugar, garlic and the ginger. Give that a stir. Oh, and then add the fish sauce and the coconut milk, because you add fish sauce to it as well. And then you just let it cook for about 15 minutes, and that more or less is your Thai curry. If it's a little bit too thick, you can add a little bit of chicken stock, but I'll let you know if it needs it when we're cooking it. So we'll go over now and start cooking. So we want about 2 tablespoons of this put in. I think I can guess what 2 tablespoons is, so I would say that's 1. I'd say that's 2 tablespoons. You don't want it too spicy. And that is that. And it just keeps it up for a long time. If you keep it in here and keep it in the fridge, it keeps for a long time. I mean, it's got until the end of this year before it expires. So that just wants a little stir to break it down. Once it's had a few seconds, minute or so, I can then add the chicken. Now I am going to stir in the chicken. And then cook that for 2 to 3 minutes. Right, so now I can put the onions in. Mushrooms in. I just hope this sauce is going to be big enough. Do you know what? I don't think it is. I might have to transfer this into bigger saucepan. The sugar, garlic and ginger. pour in that. See there, look, it looks lovely. And now I can also pour in the coconut milk. Holy moly. Right. Well, I don't think it's going to need any stock. I think that's going to be absolutely fine. That looks and smells beautiful, I must say. But I might have put too much paste in. Although they both like it really spicy, so it might be fine. But there's quite a lot there. There's enough for the three of us there. So now that comes to the boil. Then you turn it down and then you let it simmer for about 15-20 minutes. There you go, look at that. That looks beautiful. I'm just going to put some milk over the top of this though. That's off right. I would have put some egg wash over it, but I've got no eggs. With this will have to suffice, but I'm quite sure it will be lovely. Around the edge. So, there. Perfect. Look at that. Looks so nice. So pleased with that. Absolutely love it. Right, let's put this in the bin. Put this in the fridge and this sugar in the cupboard. We won't be needing that again. Now this is up to the boil now, so you don't want to boil it too much because it will split the coconut milk. So now I need to put it on a very low heat for 15 minutes. Hey Google, set timer for 15 minutes.
Alright,
Now,
15 minutes. Starting now.
it's better. Now I am sorry if this extractor fan is a bit loud, but I've got to have it on because this is just so spicy, making me cough and my eyes water, so I need it on. Now I have just tasted it and it about blew my head off, so it is very, very spicy. But both Ryan and Ade like spicy food. Spicier the better, especially for Ade. Well, I think Ryan as well. So I know they'll both really enjoy it. Might be a little bit too much for me, so probably please I'm not having it. So they'll be having that tomorrow. And the pie, I think we might be having that tonight. If we do, I will pop a picture of it on the end of the vlog as well. And that is the pie. And it looks scrumptious. The pastry that's left I've popped back in the fridge. I may pop it in the freezer because you can freeze it, and then I'll take that out when I want to make another pie. So that is that. So it's been quite a constructive day. So I'll probably look a bit mucky because I didn't wear my pinny, so this was clean on, so I don't think it's very clean now making pastry and what have you. I should have put my pinny on, but anyway I didn't. So thanks so much for joining me. I really hope you enjoyed that vlog. If there's anything you want to know, please pop in the comments below. If you've got any tips or advice, put those in the comments as well. It would be greatly appreciated. And if you wouldn't mind subscribing, for those that haven't, it would be so greatly appreciated. Just to subscribe, which costs nothing, and a thumbs up really helps the channel out. So thank you again so much for joining me, and I'll see you again next week. Bye.